Hello YouTube, long time no talk. I am just giving you a quick update. It's been a couple weeks since I have uploaded a video, and I still was doing stuff, I just didn't make any videos, so let me give you a quick update. So we did get the feed style side skirts in the mail, and they turned out pretty damn good. Thank you to my wife Kayla who helped me out. It's really a two-person job. We also got our side splitter, our rear diffuser. But I'm not 100% certain that's what I'm going to go with, so I ordered another diffuser. I should have that sometime next week. I'll show you a picture of that. But the thing I'm really excited about is I got my new side panels for my doors, the interior panels. I told you before that the door doesn't want to close. You kind of have to put your hip into it to get it to catch, because the seats hit the inside of the door panel, which is a pretty common thing with these cars because of how narrow they are. So LRB Speed is a company, you can look them up. They do stainless steel door panels, really for race cars, but it's a flat surface. I plan on making this video Saturday, was gonna actually go get some suede to wrap these things, but with Hurricane Florence coming, I probably won't be able to get out and get many supplies. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and do the driver's side, right side of the door panels today, and I'll show you those real quick. So again, LRB Speed, really nice quality. Went back and forth by email to the owner there, super nice. So we're gonna get to that today. This is what it looks like without putting your butt into it. So obviously it's hitting, see that gap? That is no bueno. So it's hitting the chair, or the seat or the door panel. We're gonna fix that with these door panels, so stay tuned. So to remove the door panel, we have that screw there. I'm seeing 3 screws total, the rest should be clips. There's one there. And there's also one in the back of here, and that's not going to show up on camera. Don't forget, there's one right there by the door handle latch as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get those taken off, and I'll see you in a sec. And voila, we have the first door panel off. You do have to pop this out here and disconnect the wiring. Same with here. This is for the mirrors, this is for the windows. And like I referenced, there is a bolt down here. So the reason I went with those, I thought about cutting into these door panels because I like the red. These things on eBay and some other parts were between $400 and $500. I have been looking for a set of red ones just in case I tore into these things and I ruined them. Couldn't find them, so who knows how much these are. That's why I went with the LRB panels. All right, step number 2. All of this hardware is going to have to come off. These are all Phillips. And this speaker bracket is also going to have to come out. Even though the new door panels have a hole for this, this is probably going to have to come off because I don't think that's going to fit under the door panel. So I'll keep you updated. All right, so the door pull is removed, and this is the bracket that we're going to use to remount it that fits into the door panel. I will mention too that the door pulls here are going to have to be pulled back into this hole and then fed through this opening here by the glass, because that's where it's going to be its new home. All right, so to mount these brackets, this top bolt here is a 5/16. Other side is an Allen wrench, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these 6 up. All right, so this is getting pretty tricky, but right now, the way the order these go, you do a spacer, which is the skinnier one, the washer, and then the spacer. You feed that bolt there through this metal piece here that they supply, and then you put the nut on the end. There is this trim piece here that I'm gonna have to reinstall right there. You can't see, but there are 2 holes. That's where that is going to be mounted back on. All right, so that is now reconnected. I did have to bend this piece right here that's doing the 90. That was straight out, so I had to bend that. I guess you need to bend that for clearance issues. All right, so that is what it should look like. That is with the bolt going through there with the spacer All right guys, so next step is to reconnect the cables, which I just fed through this hole here. Just pull them out through this window opening. There are three 10 millimeter bolts, 1, 2, and 3. So take those out and then install your hinge. And you can hear that is doing what it's supposed to do. So next step is to remove this door trim. This is what's going to go in between the window and the door panel. So this was hooked onto here. Just get a flat head, pry those flat, and pull it out. They are going to go onto here. And you can see it has these slits already pre-cut. So allow me to help y'all out with something that was very confusing to me. See how this pull is on the back side of the metal? I used the wrong one. It should be further up, which means I'm going to disconnect these 3 10 millimeters and these 6 small bolts, and then remount it on the correct mount. All right guys, so one more time, just to clarify, use the bracket that puts your door handle closest to the square edge, not the round edge. That's where I got in trouble. My hand was too far back this way. Just test fit it and this worked perfect. So I'm gonna have to unscrew these, reattach my cables, and then this will be good to go. Then we can tackle the speaker. This whole thing's gonna have to come out and then it'll be remounted to the side panel. All right, slowly but surely, that was the old speaker housing that was in the door. The mounting holes on the LRB speaker bracket do not match. This one has 3. The door panel itself has 4, so I don't know if that's because it's not a US spec, because it was made in Japan, not sure, but I'm gonna have to drill a couple holes. Did mount, that is the power mirror switch. Gonna have to drill some holes. Quick update, I did have to trim, see these small little pieces here? I trimmed those off of the door window controls because it would not fit flush in the door panel. So other than trimming those off, I did drill new holes for the speaker. Again, I don't know if that's because this was a JDM car or what, but that's mounted. Sorry, it's already dark already. That is the window controls. You can see how this is pretty flush. That's sitting good. Next is to put the plastic fasteners that come with the kit. 1, 2, 3, and then there's a screw down here. All right, so door panels all are installed. They look really, really nice, and I was very, very excited to try this for the first time, but same issue. Got a gap right there. So it was not the door panels. I know that they were hitting the seats, but that is not the problem. So it looks like for some reason or another, the latch here is too far in, which doesn't make sense. I have taken this off, trying to move it as much forward toward the outside of the car as possible. That's not working. I've loosened that, tightened it, tried to move it out as much as possible. That's not working. As you can see, it's all the way as far as it can go. Obviously, this has been an issue for a while. You can see that this stuff is pretty eaten up. So I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. Yeah, so I didn't get to wrap it in suede like I wanted to, and it did not fix our door jam problem. Stay tuned. I'll have to let you guys know what I try to do to solve the problem. Stay tuned. Quick update. So the door is closed. I still had to push on it down at the bottom. I'm gonna give my wife props. She thinks that it's the hinges. So maybe the hinges are convex here, so they're bowing out and they need to be flat. So maybe that is the whole issue. Maybe I didn't really need these door panels. I do like how they look. I am glad I bought them. I do still plan on wrapping them in some suede. They look pretty damn cool. So that's our update. So not all bad news. We do have the door closed, which for the last month and a half I've had the car, haven't had it closed. So the door panels did help a little bit. We still have an issue, and I think Kayla's right. I think it's the hinges itself. So just got a message that our bumper is in a shipping crate. We should have that in a couple weeks. Should also have the new splitter, week and a half, give or take. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. New side skirts. We're gonna have our new bumper. It's coming along well. I'm very, very happy with it. So stay tuned. Again, we still have new bumper coming, new rear diffuser. So we'll have an install video for both of those, and I'll make a video of maybe wrapping the door panel. But they went in pretty easy for the most part. I think a lot of the issues were my car was a Japanese car, so I think maybe the speakers were different. You can see these are kind of a triangle shape, which is cool, kind of like the rotary. Trim pieces were nice. Only thing I had to do was rip out that huge audio box for the factory speaker mount. Did have to trim the window bezel. So yeah, there we go. Turned out good. I guess it wouldn't be fun if everything was easy. So that's our update for today. LRB makes good stuff. A little bit of fab work, really not that bad. And we have new door panels. It was still hitting the side of the seat, so I don't feel like it's a complete loss, like I just wasted my money on new door panels. It was hitting the door, or the seat, so. That's our new door panel. I'll check back in with you guys hopefully within a week or so, depending on when we actually get the new parts. Once we get the bumper and the rear diffuser, I will be taking it to a local body shop. I'm gonna get these holes filled. This is probably gonna have to be repainted. You can see this stuff never came out. I used absolutely everything. Paint the new bumper, I'll install the rear diffuser, do a paint correction, and suede wrap that interior panel. So obviously still lots and lots to do. It'll be fun. Stay tuned, guys. I will see you next time.